On April 19th, 2020, I was leaving Japan. After only 2 months there, I kind of just felt like it was going to be tough to stay there and do my working holiday visa for 1 year with COVID and everything. I was pretty worried about catching it in Japan, but also for my family in France and everything. So that date, 1 year ago, I was coming back to Paris. It was really tough. This year has been challenging for sure. But today, today I'm in the same airport. I'm in Paris right now, and I'm going to another country, and I'm going there for a few months. I have another working holiday visa, and I'm gonna just show you where the destination is. It was a bit weird going back on the plane. It wasn't very good because a lot of people were not wearing masks or anything, so it was a bit scary, but the food was really good. It's always very good with Emirates. They always have really impeccable service for sure, and it wasn't too expensive. And this view is priceless. I miss the sunrise or sunset that you can see from the sky. That's so pretty. Can you guess which country I'm about to land right now? That was just my layover. The big reveal is for later. And okay, so I had a layover in Dubai. Obviously, I was flying Emirates. That was a bit weird to see everything open. We're not used to that, for sure. The second flight was way better. Obviously, there were almost nobody there, so easier. But also, yeah, masks were a bit more mandatory, I would say. And it was a day flight, so the view was really good. It was nice to see this view of Dubai, even if I obviously didn't leave the airports. When I went to Korea, I had the 24-hour layover, and I was able to visit Dubai, and yeah, that's something for sure. Bye bye, Burj Khalifa. So that's the second meal I got, and then the third meal, everything was really, really good. Again, I'm loving the food on the plane, and this is my final destination. This is Taiwan. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna spend a few months, hopefully. I don't have any footage of the airport because everything went so fast, and they are very organized, and it was really easy. So that's the first glimpse I got from Taipei from my taxi. I have a mandatory quarantine in a hotel for 15 days. Obviously, that's the price to pay to be able to live in a country where COVID isn't really an issue. Obviously, you always have to be careful, but life is pretty much normal here, and I'm grateful for that. Obviously, Taiwan made really good decision, really tough decision, but they got a lot of success, and I'm really excited to visit, explore, and discover this island pretty soon. And I made it to the hotel. So I'm on day 4 of my quarantine, and so far it's been pretty good actually. I haven't been bored at all. Actually, the day are going by pretty quickly. I think the main issue I have right now is that I'm not over the jet lag at all. So my nights are absolutely awful, and I'm trying not to sleep during the day, but that means I'm really tired. So hopefully in a day or two it's gonna be a bit better. And then I would say there's like one frustration, but I guess it's the same for everybody in quarantine. But I have like these big windows, and they're really great because I'm glad to have that much natural light, but also show me how amazing the weather is and how good it would be to visit Taipei these days, especially today. It was hot, but it wasn't humid, and all these past few days when I was opening the window, I was like, okay, that's tough because I'm not used to the humidity yet. But today was perfect. It was sunny, all blue sky and everything. It was just like, oh my god, I so want to be outside. And well, not possible obviously at the moment, but yeah, that's basically all. Otherwise, I mean, between watching TV show, watching TV, reading, calling my family and everything, I mean, yeah, it's fine. I don't know how I will be in 10 days, but so far it's been quite easy, to be honest. Alright, so I'm gonna show you my room really quickly, and then we'll see. Basically, this is the door that I can only open to get my food. Then let's go to the bathroom. Okay, so they gave me like dishwashing, laundry detergent, cleaner for the room, rubbing alcohol. So they're not gonna come and clean the place, so I need to maintain the room for 2 weeks. And then I got a shower cap, I got a razor, I have a comb, I got I got 3 because I was so lazy. I didn't take my own toothbrush yesterday night, so I opened one, but yeah, I got 3 toothbrushes. I got this. So this is conditioner, this is body wash, yeah, that's body wash, and this is shampoo. So I think I have like body wash and shampoo for every day, and then conditioner for a few days, I guess. I got a lot of tissue paper to clean the room, basically. Toilet paper, regular shower. I got a Japanese toilet, so that's cool. I missed that. Put on my own towel because they don't give any. And then over there, so you got this big table and sit. I really wanted that because I didn't feel like it would be great to just spend 2 weeks on my bed. That would have been even worse. I got a small fridge over there, a blower, kettle, safe. So I put some of my stuff here. This is the only place where I can just put my clothes because there's just nowhere else, basically. Yeah, like regular stuff. You can see everything is like wrapped in plastic. Double bed, it's actually too soft. It's weird because usually in Asia I feel like the beds are too hard, but this one's actually too soft. TV, I have a few American channels, so that's great. And then the big windows, I really wanted that because there are a lot of quarantine rooms, they don't have windows, or if they have window, they don't open, and I felt like staying in the same room where you eat and everything and you cannot change the year, that would have been terrible. So I'm gonna show you, it's gonna be a bit noisy. There you go. There you go. So it's a very beautiful day. It's very hot. It's very humid. Every time I'm opening the window, I'm glad to have a bit of new air, but at the same time, it's so humid. I have to put the AC on, and I don't like that. So yeah, that's all. That's all there is. And yeah, they bring me food 3 times a day. And well, I have this little space over there, so I can stretch and do a little bit of sports as well. So that's good. And yeah, that's where you're gonna find me for the next 15 days. All right, let's see what's inside this. Cup noodle. Pork stew flavor. Well, obviously. They're gonna ask for my temperature twice a day, so yeah. Maybe. This is, I don't know, kind of heavy. Open this. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Oh, they're nice. Look, that's chopstick and the fork. Right. Oh, and the spoon. Yeah. Well, they're nice. I mean, cool. Got my own set that I can wash and everything. It's nice. What's that? Oh, this is tea and coffee. Okay, I don't drink tea and I don't drink coffee, so yeah. And then another big cup noodle. Yeah, pork. All right, yeah, this is it. It's empty. Let's go on the second one. So yeah, without too much surprise, this is water. I got 24 bottle. So I don't know. I need to do the math. I think I won't have enough for sure. I drink a lot of water. I have to stay for 15 nights, depending on when you arrived on your first day. Your first day doesn't count. So basically, if you arrive in the morning, you're just gonna spend the whole day in your hotel and it won't count. I arrived at like 9:30 p.m. so that was great. And yeah, so I'm on day 4, so it's going great. For the quarantine, basically my hotel is asking me to take my temperature on the morning and on the evening, and then I get a text message every morning where I have to answer like 1 or 2. 1 is like I'm feeling great, and 2 is like I have symptoms like coughing, fever, stuff like that. So far so good. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, it's pretty much standard. I'm just staying in my room. About the foods, you can choose between having your meal delivered by the hotel, or you can choose to just order your own food and then the hotel is bringing it to you. I chose to get my food delivered by the hotel, so I don't have to choose my food every day. I don't have anything to do. But the downside is obviously I'm not choosing what I'm eating, and basically I'm one of the worst picky eater that you could ever possibly meet. I'm terrible with food when it's not like French pastries or sweet thing or junk food, then I'm really good. But when it comes to regular healthy, it's complicated. But it's not complicated because I'm in Taiwan. I mean, it's complicated in every country. I'm trying, I'm getting better at it, but I'm not a foodie. I'm not coming to a country to discover the food. I'm not adventurous with food or anything. I usually, if I don't know what's in the plate, I'm just not gonna eat it. So I was a bit stressed, like what am I gonna get? Will I eat, or will I have to order more food? Why I chose this is that I thought if I'm just relying on Uber Eats or Foodpanda or whatever, delivery service, is that I would have just chosen like pizza, hamburger, Subway sandwiches, chips, or whatever, like really bad food every day. I don't think when you're not capable of doing any physical activities or anything, it's just not good. So I chose the meal delivered by the hotel. And don't get me wrong, these are good. It's just not necessarily what I like, but it's not like against Taiwanese food or anything. I'm showing my meals on TikTok and people are like, why are you in Taiwan if you don't like food or anything? And I'm just like, well, I'm here for other reasons. And that's not about slamming the food in Taiwan or anything. But I'm gonna show you quickly some of the food I got these past few days. The portion are really big. It's really hard to finish actually. My main issue actually is not the food itself, it's the time it's delivered. So for breakfast, it's usually before 7 a.m. and at that time I'm not awake. Even if I'm awake, it's like, no, I'm not leaving my bed. And so obviously because breakfast is very early for me, I feel like lunch is very early as well. It's usually around 11:15 a.m. I'm awake, but at that time I'm mostly gonna do breakfast, you know. Yeah, and then dinner is also very early for me. It's around 5:15 p.m. and for me it's like snack time in France, and we have dinner around 8:30 p.m. So it's very early for me, and it's like I'm not very angry right now at those times. For breakfast it's sometimes cold, so that's okay, I can just eat it whenever I want. But for lunch and dinner it's always hot, and it's just not even, I mean, it's obviously worse when I just wait like 1 hour and it's cold, or at least colder. So yeah, I have to figure something out, but I mean it's fine. I mean, it's not like I'm really hungry or anything. I did order some stuff on Carrefour. I did order some bread and salted butter and apples, bananas, yogurt, stuff like that. So even if I don't like one meal, I just have like bread and butter and everything's fine in my life. But yeah, so that's why I decided, and I'm trying not to order anything on Uber Eats. Maybe I'll just like take a pizza or something at some point, but yeah, I'm just trying to force myself to discover a new thing, and it's been okay. I mean, I'm not starving at all. It's okay, but it's a challenge for me for sure. I spent like 1 year in South Korea and I still don't like 90% of the Korean food, but I do love kimchi, so, and that's surprising. I have basically the palate of a 4 years old, and they're 4 years old who mostly live in America or in Italy basically, but that's okay. So yeah, otherwise there's basically nothing I have to do. I mean, stay healthy, stay positive, and just enjoy quarantine.